Hello, my name is Cora. I am a secondary learning tech innovation coach at the Renaissance College Hong Kong. I'm really into virtual reality in education, which I use a lot in class, and I like physical computing, and I use AR and AI generated products and tools for learning and teaching, as well as makerspace. Recently, I also pick up robotics a lot. So you can see my work is full of creativities and it's quite unique. Last December, I signed up the Coaching Global Cohort 7 because I want to learn more about coaching in more systematic way, and I was hoping that I could get my coaching style and coaching information in a more systematic and organic way, because I have been doing a lot with teachers. However, it never comes to an official like a document. And during this coaching program, I have learned quite a lot, especially on how to share the coaching vision and keep my coaching work consistently. I think this is the biggest takeaways from this course for me. The phase one was to find the clarity, and I found that even I've been doing this job for a few years, it seems like I have had a lot of opportunities to collaborate with my colleagues, but because I am the only instructional coach in secondary, a lot of people couldn't get the concept of what instructional coaching would look like. So I started with admin team. I had a few meetings with them. Those meetings went through ups and downs. Eventually, we'll come up with an agreement where we can share this vision tech coaching program. This vision also includes a contribution from curriculum planning leaders from each department. After this, I created this vision map, which has been widely shared with every single colleagues. I'm not saying that every colleague they have clear understanding how it goes, but it's just aligns to everybody's knowledge, and so whenever they want to know this, it's available on the website as well as in principal's office and in our department. And after this, I also curated coaching cycle for my school based on the special context. And I know that there are so many coaching cycles out there. So I just altered several coaching cycles a little bit. I really like the evaluation part, and I think it worked really well because I do have the habits of collecting data after every single coaching cycles, especially the project that I run with teachers. And we would sit down, have post coaching conversations talking about how we can improve it based on the data I collected. So phase two, our milestone and the theme should be implement consistently. And that's why I came up with the idea by generating two meeting templates, which for my coaching meetings with teachers. The reason is because we constantly talk, having conversations, but end up those ideas would be recorded here and there, not very consistent, and often teachers and myself will lose the track about what we talk about it. So I think it would be really good for me to create those meeting templates. One is for idea generation, the other one is for reflection. The reason because before every single coaching meetings, I usually would know what the curriculum content is, and I can come up with ideas before that. And based on teachers' expertise in this specific subject, and then we can have the brainstorming. That's why I started the agenda with my initial ideas, brainstorming. The part of the reason is because we really want to save the time. Everybody has such busy schedule. So by doing this, it will really increase efficiency of the meetings. And then we have follow-up meeting actions, and there's a reflection. It's like more like post coaching conversation and what's going on, and we would read the data. Ideal situation, we're gonna use this, but it turned out every time our meetings are just so flexible. They just don't happen always in the office. Sometimes over during the lunchtime, sometimes during coffee break. So I end up didn't using this very often, but that was really good starting for me to realize that I really need to keep consistent on coaching meetings. And on top of this, I also collected feedback by the end of the school year, which I usually would send out as annual feedback, but this time I changed a little bit. Then I did a data visualization. So I have students' experience with coaching based on teachers' perspective and teacher themselves, their experience with coach, and as well as if they are willing to work with me this year. 4% of people say maybe, I don't know if because they're my colleagues and they afraid of saying no, but all of the data were anonymous. And 96% of teachers said yes. And also a lot of the keywords, somebody said it is really hard for them to book my timetable because I'm so busy, but a lot of times they feel like the learning experience was very authentic and it was really fun and creative. Overall, the feedback was very positive, and I think from those feedback, I wasn't only looking for something to boost my confidence. More, I was looking for something where I can get improved, especially my busy schedule. And this year, I started to implement a bookable calendar for teachers to book me, which is more manageable as well. The phase three was a great instructional coaching practice that I did it with IMS teacher Ho Jun Lao, who I have been working very closely and often at this moment. So we had the first coaching conversation talking about some of the dilemmas that she has in her teaching, and we come up with the idea how to redesign the assessments in the age of AI, especially. We still have a lot of written tasks and assessments. And then we implemented this into her year 8 class. It turned out the results were really, really well, very positive. And after this, Hoji and I had the post coaching conversation, analyze the data, talk about what we can get it better next year. It was a great practice for me, especially a lot of the small details that I haven't noticed during my coaching practice, which means that I have to listen more and make them feel that they've been heard, as well as pause and listen. I think that's one of the most important things of being a coach. Coaching also shared her thoughts with me after the full coaching cycle, and I think that's really great that for her to be willing to collaborate with me and share her thoughts with me.
Originally, I always thought that using technology or AI sometimes is going to be very difficult because we can't ever really tell whether students will be using technology or AI in a ethical way. So as a result, I thought this use of technology, asking them to use Minecraft education in order to showcase their understanding of land reclamation has been very insightful, and it definitely provides a more authentic learning experience rather than using traditional methods.
Looking back my coaching journey during doing this coaching program, I feel like I have learned a lot. Especially this program helped me to deepen the understanding of being an instructional coach, and I think my goal is to create a safe, non-judgmental, a trusting space for teachers who could trust me, be willing to be vulnerable to me and work with me. And I have been working towards this direction, which I can see some of the changes already. However, not everybody is willing to warm up right away, so it still takes time. The other goal at the beginning of my coaching program, I want to be more systematic, be more consistent, no matter the way I'm doing instructional coaching with my colleagues or the information I shared or the style. And I think I have achieved a part of this because of those shared vision map and the templates I created. It really helped me to see that how I can keep it more systematic, more organic, and then keep going on. Also, during my phase three, I really learned that I need to take a pause and listen. Being coach doesn't mean everything needs to be evolved around me, and that means that my colleagues, they are the one who I should pay attention. I should listen to their needs. I think the phase three practice really helped me to realize that. So overall, it was a very pleasant experience and a journey for me to be a part of the cohort 7 and learn so much from Kim and other of my classmates.